how's everybody doing tonight?
What up? BluntDads back
Yo,
as
yo.
always. JayWill back. Jermaine, what
Appreciate
up?
it. Uh, you know it.
Oh,
Everybody
big
hear
week.
our new music? Hopefully it was coming
Ooh,
through.
we're getting hot, guys. We're getting big.
No, we trapping in here.
How do we know? Yeah. Guess who picked the music?
Jermaine.
Oh, it was Kamish.
That
See,
was me.
you racist bastard.
Yeah, stereotyping. It really bit me in the ass right there,
that royalty-free music, man. That's what we got to go with.
Nice.
So we don't
Royalty
get
free.
silenced.
Nice, man. That's some good stuff.
You got to do what you got to do when you're small, you know?
Yeah.
How is everybody? Everybody have a good week since we came here last? Since we did our draft? Everybody happy with their team?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Let me just make a quick note here about the draft. So anybody that wasn't with us last week, that we did the draft, and Jermaine here was just bragging about he's gonna kick everyone's ass and how he had the best team. We looked up the draft rankings afterwards. He finished 10th in the draft rankings, so very last. So we'll see if all that shit talking pays off. But he still hasn't taken his fishnet picture, and who knows if he ever will.
We'll see.
Jermaine, you're making the fans think we just don't come through. We just don't come through for him after
No.
we.
Did you
after
see
said you're gonna do
the
something?
new hashtag I started for you, Jermaine?
What's that?
You didn't see it?
No.
Jermaine, take the picture.
Oh.
That's our new trending hashtag right now.
We can make you a shirt out of it.
Yeah. We might need to start the challenges over or something.
Why? Because you
No.
lost?
No.
Why? Because you don't want to take that picture?
I mean, I will take the picture.
I don't
honestly
think you will.
would.
I don't think you will.
I just don't want the picture to be like. I don't know. We need to maybe talk about that.
What do you
I'll
mean?
I would definitely take a picture like that. I have no problem taking a picture like that. It'd be funny.
I think you did.
I just don't want it to be. We need more content. Let's say that we need more content. Okay, and we need like it
Well,
always.
that's part of it.
We need always coming. I just don't want me to have a picture in like a thong and like it'd be like
No one said it. Who said thong? Anybody here say thong? Commissioner, you say thong?
thong,
I don't think
fishnet,
anyone said.
whatever. Any other such women's undergarments
Hey, those are
or outer garments, huh?
Some men wear those.
All right, man.
Either inner undergarments or JayWill. I think those would be. I think fishnet would be outer garments, right?
I would consider it an accessory. That's what I would have categorized.
Jay
it
Will,
as.
Jay Will's like, hold up. Out of all the people, why the fuck are you asking me?
Yeah.
Accessory.
How the fuck would
I've
I
never
know?
heard of outer garments, and
I just
so-
made it up.
yeah.
Yeah, I think he's just making stuff up.
Yeah.
He's just making shit up. now.
This is what we need to
He's
do.
trying to like get away from the subject because he don't want to take the picture.
I just told you I would clearly.
You've
say,
said that for the past 6 weeks since you would
I
take
would-
the picture. You've
and
looked at the
I
camera
know.
multiple times and promised people by Friday.
correct,
Yeah.
correct. But I just told you my reasoning on why I don't want to do it.
I'm gonna.
So you said
Good
6 weeks.
reason.
We don't have any
At
other
least.
pictures for 6 weeks.
At
So that means
least.
if I did it, we would have only one picture. What'd you say, JayWill?
I'm gonna request that people unfollow, unsubscribe everything BluntDads until we get to just tank it. It's
No.
not
He said
worth.
tank
Jermaine's
it.
a sellout.
That's
Just-
hilarious.
Yeah, let's just
Just
bail.
tank it.
We're just all bailing.
It's so funny.
What's up, Megan?
Just tank it.
Oh,
Yeah.
goodness.
So let's see what happens. All right, let's get into the polls.
Abandoned ship.
Jumping off. Jumping clean off. All right. So the first one was mostly a no, which I figured it would be, but do people still watch the VMAs? I didn't know that thing still came on.
No.
Um,
Did anybody watch any award shows anymore?
I don't.
Man, I don't watch anything like movies, music, any award shows.
No.
I don't want to
I
see
didn't even know
I
the
don't want to see
VMAs.
MGK. I don't want to see like MGK perform. You know,
Yeah, no.
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 Yeah, that's kind of my thing. Like,
it's all terrible.
most of my interest in like entertainment are not very mainstream, so I know everything that I like and enjoy. isn't gonna be there.
Exactly.
Now, if this would have been like the '80s or like before, and I've been like, oh fuck yes, Phil Collins is getting a Grammy. But no, it's not that. It's
not that anymore.
like you said, it's like MGK or whoever,
Taylor
and I'm
Swift
just like,
and shit.
whatever. Yeah, I don't care.
Yeah. Do they even still really make any good music videos anymore?
No.
MTV should change their name.
Yeah. Like, do you remember?
There's no music on that television anymore. Even
No.
TRL showed you like 12 seconds of the video. All right, let's get back to Carson Bailey being a douchebag.
Yeah. Like, do you remember when, like, let's just take Eminem, for example. Like, when he was going to release a new music video, that was like the biggest thing in the world. Like, it was like a world premiere. Everybody, and now it's like, no one even talks about music videos anymore. It's like,
But
like,
let's
no one
be
cares.
honest about that. Like, if you heard that first album by Eminem and you listened to what he was saying, you're like, oh fuck, I have to see the video for
Yeah.
that shit.
Did you guys see old Diddy and Dre got together to squash the beef between Bad Boy and their Death Row? Made music together. I bet Tupac's rolling over in his grave right now.
It was because Eminem called him out for, in Kill Shot.
So the Game apparently come out with a huge Eminem diss, the Black Slim Sadie. It's literally 10-minute long song, and I have no idea what the fuck he's talking about in the entire song.
Apparently the album flopped.
I like
must-
the Game, but lay off Eminem.
Yeah. Don't make Eminem do it. Just don't make him do it.
I saw a meme. It was hilarious. It was all right. So when's the next Game pop punk album gonna drop?
Yeah. It's gonna boot him out of that genre too.
Oh, yeah, he killed MGK. MGK's music's terrible now. God.
None of them are as good as Eminem. Anywhere.
No. And he's like 50 something now.
Yeah.
It's crazy. His daughter's like our age. Or like younger, a little younger. It's insane. I think she's got a podcast now because, of course, everyone's got one.
Yeah, everybody's got one.
What, Jermaine?
His daughter's naming them songs.
Haley.
Haley?
Yeah.
Oh, is that a real name,
Yeah.
you think?
I believe it is, yes.
Interesting.
I believe it is.
Very interesting.
Well, I wouldn't know Haley because I don't listen to Taylor Swift.
What about Taylor Swift? I'll know. Ask me.
So she puts out good music videos. I do know she announced another.
Yeah, she does put out good
She
music
announces a new
videos.
album every fucking week.
That's the question. Yeah, Taylor Swift definitely puts out good music videos.
Yeah. No. Trash.
I hope the music videos are better than the music.
No, they're not.
Watch 'em on
They're
mute.
not because the music
Oh, then,
probably can't be superseded, just to be real with you, except for a few select artists, JayWill. And I mean select.
Yeah, we had that
So-
conversation, and you were totally wrong about all of it.
Taylor's.
After
How
this
many-
great-
How many awards has Taylor Swift won? For those of
Who
you
gives
who
a
watch,
shit?
Okay, well, first of all, did
Those
she really
awards.
win them, or did just random people that don't matter vote for
or
her?
did she steal them?
exactly. Exactly.
You hear me, JayWill? Or did she
Well, that-
steal them from Kanye?
Oh man. Oh,
No.
Kanye
She won them and she earned them because she is a boss.
is also a crazy, crazy man now.
Yeah.
Kanye's a boss too.
The college dropout stuff is good. Now he's just.
college dropout.
I don't think he's crazy, bro. I'll be real with you.
It's
He's
funny,
too
man.
smart to be crazy. He's one. I think a lot of those things he's like purposeful. You don't even care. I've heard some of his talks like on like a lot of the speeches and speakers I listen to, and he's not. He's definitely not stupid.
Oh, I
I
didn't
think
say he
he's
was
like a
stupid. I don't think
prima
he's
donna.
stupid.
Like a diva.
He's just out there.
Yeah, I think he just kind of lost his give a fuck.
Yeah, I mean that's what I think too. Like he's. Just
I mean, I'm not gonna say like I do think he is a little on the wild, insane side, but like he really just kind of lost that give a fuck.
He does.
And he really does have a really good like strategy when it comes to marketing himself.
Hmm.
And I
Oh
mean,
my gosh.
I mean,
He shows up like
He's a
NBA
genius
games
there.
wearing like shit where you can't see out of. You know,
Yeah.
the mask and shit he's wearing. I'm like, this guy, what the fuck? You probably paid like $42,000 for those seats, and you're just sitting there where you can't see. Like, what are you doing, man?
Getting more attention than if you had just shown up.
He's getting more attention than the game.
Yeah.
They're like,
That was the point.
They're like, fuck the Lakers. Look at Kanye up there.
Shoot the cameras up there.
Yeah, look at is that really Ye? Is that Ye himself?
Oh my god.
That's funny.
Oh, good shit. So the next one's our big topic.
Let's hold off
Where you
on that
going?
one.
Oh, he wants to hold off.
Yeah, let's hold off on that one. Let's do that. Let's end with we'll end with that. That'll be our last
You can end with
talking
that?
points. Because I got
Okay.
a list of
Well,
stuff.
this
to go
next
through.
one will lead in right before our next segment, then, which is why JayWill is here. Or yeah, we can do that. And then I'll
All
do this story. Yeah, we can do that. So it was the next one was were you excited for football to be back? And hell, yes. I even watched some of Florida State and Duquesne last weekend, just because I was like, maybe Florida State will fuck up.
We
You know?
we did have another poll too.
What was the other one?
The greatest TV intro theme.
Oh, I
Of all
did. Yeah,
time.
I missed that one.
Simpsons.
I missed that one. Simpsons?
Simpsons. You're going Simpsons.
Top of my head, random.
We'll talk about this one real quick, and
you'd
then we'll go to
I figured
the
you'd say
the
Full
football.
House.
Full House. Full
Yeah.
House.
I figured you'd say Full House.
Can I trade?
Yeah, you
Milk
can.
Man,
Sure,
the
go for
paper
it.
Full
boy.
House. Full House.
Some of the
Everywhere you look, everywhere you look. What about
No,
Home
yeah,
Improvement?
yeah.
Home Improvement.
Home
No,
Improvement. No. Some of
Family.
the
Full House has that beat.
Family
House.
Guy.
Full House has that beat too.
some of the comments we
House.
got was Twilight Zone, The X-Files.
X-Men.
Yeah, X-Men. That
X-Men
one.
was
I'll
a-
take X-Men.
X-Men's very catchy.
I
That one
will
gets stuck
take
in my head. That one
that
gets stuck
one's
in my
very
head. I'll
catchy.
give you that one.
One that sticks out to me is American Horror Story.
American Horror Story.
Yeah, it's just weird.
I never even heard that one.
That thing
Always
is-
that great?
Sunny is catchy. That was just random music they used, so
Yeah,
that's always a good one.
I think X-Men's the winner though.
What's American
That was
Horror
what a
Story?
lot of
Great.
people said. What'd you say?
No, it's not.
Is American Horror Story the intro by Drake?
I don't think.
Oh, no?
I would be
No.
very surprised.
Oh, okay. My bad. My bad. I thought it was.
No, it's a good theme though.
You never know. No, he's everywhere these days.
I mean, if it was, he didn't write it, so I mean, it might be by him.
Ghost Riders.
Yeah.
I
Law and Order.
Yeah.
Sheree says Law and Order.
I would take X-Men too,
Law
but
and
not over Full
Order.
House. X-Men's coming in with an easy 2.
Dun,
Easy
dun, dun,
second
dun,
place trophy.
dun.
Easy second place trophy. But Full House is still sitting pretty. San Francisco? Golden Gate Bridge?
Terrible
What does that have
TV
to,
show.
what does that have to do with the intro song?
It's in the intro. You see it.
Yeah, it's in the intro, but
Bring
like,
it
it's
home.
just we're talking about the song. We're not actually.
The
talking about
visuals make you feel that music.
We're just talking about the intro music.
And then it switches to that front yard.
Family
It's
Matters. I don't
Where's
remember
Jermaine?
Family Matters.
Huh?
Family
I got a
Matters.
question
I don't
for
remember
Jermaine.
the theme to Family Matters. Yeah.
Yeah, what's Family Matters theme? I can't remember Family Matters.
I was going to say that earlier. Give me a second. I'll
It
check.
starts out with that
One second.
piano.
Yeah, but I
It
can't
starts out with like a
remember.
piano.
I remember all those shows. TGIF, baby.
I can hear it in my head.
Step by
Yeah.
step.
Step by step.
Step
Saved by the
by
Bell.
step. Day by day.
So
What
here's the
about
question.
the Jeffersons?
What's Family Matters?
Moving
Man?
on up, moving on up.
Yeah, that's a good one too.
Family Matters. I don't want to play on the podcast and get sued.
Is this
so I'm
Family
gonna look
Matters,
it up.
JayWill?
Stop.
No,
Whatever happened to
No,
you?
that's Full House.
Is
Yeah.
it? The
Yeah.
milkman, the
That's
paper
Paper
box,
Boy.
Full House.
even MTV.
How are you
TV.
gonna say it's the greatest
Roseanne.
theme?
Yeah, how you gonna say
don't
it's
even
the
know
greatest
what
theme?
it
You don't know
is.
that's God.
All
'Cause
right,
that's what's in my head so bad. What's Family Matters then?
man, I got
Sheree
a
also
question.
said-
Roseanne.
Days go by.
Yeah, that's Family Matters.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's Family Matters. Yeah.
There you go.
Hey, Jermaine,
I know all of
heat
them,
of the
boy.
night.
Y'all tell me I don't watch TV.
Fresh
Hey,
Prince.
Jermaine.
Oh, Fresh Prince. That's
Yeah.
a good
I know that
one.
whole song.
Oh, that's a good one.
That's a good one.
They
Yeah.
have of the Fresh Prince. They have a mashup of that and the Sticker Bush Symphony from Donkey Kong Country 2. That is amazing. But I've got a question for Jermaine,
All right,
the
what you
Full
got?
House enthusiast.
I'll
We all
answer
know who Bob Saget is, and we've
Correct.
all seen Bob Saget outside of Full
Danny
House.
Tanner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come,
So my-
his
I hope that's
stand
not what
up.
you was going to ask me.
Is-
What's his real name?
Is Bob Saget the greatest actor of all time in your eyes? If he can be what we've seen him in stand up, but he can
Correct.
portray Danny Tanner?
Correct. One of them, yes. One of them,
One of the
yes.
things he said in his stand up was that he did so much family TV, he was fucked up. So.
One of
I
Bob
love
Saget's a great,
so.
great actor.
Is
man.
he? So I don't know if we talked about this. Is he the best TV dad?
No, not even close.
Ooh,
No,
who's
Homer
the best
Simpson.
TV dad?
The best
Homer
TV dad
He's at Homer
is,
Simpson.
is Alan Matthews from Boy Meets World.
Ooh. I mean, I like Boy Meets
Boy
World. It
Meets
wasn't
World.
one of my favorites.
Oh my God. He said, "Boy Meets World." Ooh,
It's Frank Reynolds, man. Obviously, it's Frank Reynolds. It's Frank Reynolds.
That's that'd be like best lack of a dad.
Yeah, exactly. Best
Worst
shitty dad.
TV
Best
dad.
trash dad.
I say Homer Simpson.
Is the
Or
He's probably one of the dumbest for sure.
He's,
Yeah, I mean, because I just would love for my dad to come choke me.
don't give him a reason to.
Jermaine, I'm very happy that your knowledge of TV theme songs is better than your knowledge of movies.
See,
True.
that's what's up. Y'all need. We need to ask. We need to do like
He does
a.
better on TV shows.
Yeah.
We need
Yeah.
to do a like a one of them or like a Jeopardy or something on Full House and Family Matters. I'll do everyone
Put
right
together
I
some
would
laugh
questions
if
and
you
let's
still-
do it.
Trivia? Like
Yeah,
trivia?
trivia.
We could do trivia night.
Yeah.
for Full House.
We could have trivia nights. That'd be fun. Like for a game night, we just do a bunch of trivia nights for different
Yeah.
themes.
Finish the
different themed
name,
trivia nights.
Jason. Finish the name, Jesse.
McCartney.
You know what? You know what? We take that. That's the wrong answer, but we take that.
and the Rippers.
Yeah, Jesse and the Rippers.
Well, I was looking for Katsopoulos, but all right.
I couldn't
Jesse
remember his last
Pinkman?
name there for a second for some reason.
Oh man.
Joey
Pinkman. Gladstone.
Gladstone, yeah.
and
Becky
Becky.
with the good hair.
Yeah, she was in Spider Man, right?
And
What?
She was in
Nikki
Spider Man,
and
Oh, what?
Oh,
got him, got
The
him.
Nikki and Alex?
Ah, yep.
Yeah.
What's the dog's name?
Comment.
Oh, that's right.
I know them all.
Ooh, Haley had another one. Three's Company. That's a catchy one too.
You know what? I can run with that. I like that. Not better than Full House, but I like
Mama's,
that.
Mama's Family.
right? Mama's Family. Oh my god.
All in the Family.
Number one, Mama's Family.
He's a number one. Mama's Family.
Redo the list. Redo the list.
Oh, man.
Mama's
My
Family.
mom,
Funny.
my mom used to watch that all the
You're like, Mama?
Yeah, I used to have to watch it.
Yeah.
All right, Mama. That dude, her son.
About I got one for you that's real catchy. Andy Griffith.
Oh
Man.
man, yeah.
Send it outside. Show
He
sucks.
says it
Yeah.
outside.
I agree with
I
you,
didn't
man.
say it was a good show. I just said it was a catchy theme song. I didn't
Worst
say it was
show
a
on
good
TV.
show.
One of
The
the
one
few
for
things
me-
me and Jermaine agree on.
Finally.
The one for me was the A Team. That song got me
Yes.
so
A-Team was good too.
dude, that
Yeah.
like I wanted to be in the A Team so bad.
The movie or the TV show?
The TV show.
TV show.
TV
I ain't
show.
seen
The
that.
I
movie
mean-
was actually good though.
I
Yeah,
like the
was
movie
good.
pretty good.
Was it how many was it? One or two? I think I only
Just
seen
one.
the first one.
Just one.
Yeah.
Just
Okay.
one.
It was one of those way over the top action movies, but it was
Yeah, it
great.
was pretty good though. Oh, Rampage Jackson.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually thought they did a pretty decent job.
So is A-Team the cartoon
No.
on TV?
No,
No.
it's an '80s live action.
Yeah.
Oh,
Pity the Fool.
Yeah, I mean it
Yeah,
had
Mr.
Mr. T, so that's all
you
you
didn't know
needed.
that it was a real time show.
correct. Sure didn't.
Ray says
Friends
Friends.
too. Yeah, Friends. That's catchy. I mean, Friends is okay, but
Yeah.
Friends.
Well, every
Su-
time you're always doing the clap.
super
Friends.
white show. Super white show.
It is. It is.
Only reason I say Friends is because of Jennifer Aniston. She, other than that reason, if she wasn't on that show wouldn't even made it for greasy max.
Game of Thrones has a great intro.
Yeah.
Never seen it.
Yeah, that's
I had.
probably that's a
My
great
only thing
intro.
about Game of Thrones is like it's so long, and I
Yeah,
was just so anxious to see the show, I always skipped it.
What about The Office?
Office is great too.
Eh.
All right, well, JayWill, thanks for coming by. We'll see you
I
next time.
appreciate you stopping by.
What, you don't like that show?
Well,
Tales from
the
the
first
Crypt.
time I
Dexter's
watched
classic.
it was just overhyped, and like I didn't like it. But then on my second attempt to watch it, I did enjoy it.
Yeah,
Dexter,
Married with Children.
Married with Children.
yeah,
Yeah,
Who?
that's a
Oh,
good
Al
one.
Bundy.
Married with Children.
yeah.
Shoe
His wife
salesman.
hotter now.
Days of Our Lives. No.
JayWill.
Can't do
What was that?
soap operas.
Married with Children. Wife hot or no?
Oh yeah.
You say no?
Look
I mean,
it up.
I say yeah.
Google
I
it.
say
Yeah.
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 I mean, I say yeah, like in a really weird way, because really she's not, but she really is. You feel me? Both, kind of.
In that 80s
Like, just pour me a glass
housewife
of
kind of
tequila and
vibe.
You hear me, JayWill?
Yeah.
She's like just one glass of tequila and we're done. Let's roll.
One glass.
Easy. Maybe even
At
like
least one.
not a full glass of tequila, like maybe like
Couple
a cheap
shots. Couple shots. Don Julio.
MD 2020 or something.
Oh, bad dog.
We in the game.
To
We
me,
should
like
stop.
she was real. Like you had some parts that you were like, okay, and then some parts you were like, eh.
Ooh,
Bingo.
that's a good
But
one.
That's
like-
where the MD 2020 sets in.
But I couldn't be into like the housewife type that would, I guess, try so hard in her appearance, like just to be a housewife. You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Like I don't need like a high maintenance housewife.
I feel that. I feel that.
You know, I mean, I'm happily married with my wife. You know, we both work our jobs. We both have a great time together and everything like that. But like, I don't know, man. I can't get into people that are just like don't have a lot going on, but they're still like super self-absorbed. That's just like a real killer for me. And that's kind of the vibe I get from her. You know,
What's
it's
her
one,
name? Peggy?
like, where you're walking around, you know you're the shit, and like you walk, yeah, that kind of kills it for me.
Shit, Peggy really ain't even that hot. What?
Yeah, and that's the thing. It's like, yeah,
What about
He said that's the thing.
another great theme, King of the Hill. Great show.
oh, that's one of my favorite shows,
Yeah.
man. I love King of the
Read
Hill.
the list. Because King of the Hill is a good show. Oh, you talking about the music show?
So are y'all ready for the reboot?
Yes.
I didn't know there
King
was
of the
one.
Hill?
Yeah,
Yes.
Nice.
I think it's gonna be good.
Really?
Mhm.
It still might judge everybody. So
Yeah, so
yeah.
So what are they doing? Just making a cartoon again?
Is Bobby grown up now?
I don't
Is that what
know.
it is? I can't remember. if that
Really?
was what it was
They
or
haven't
not.
released anything about it. I don't think.
I need to go back and just watch all of them. They're so good. King of the Hill is such a great show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Such a great, and it has a great theme.
yeah.
Malcolm in the Middle.
Malcolm in the Middle.
No,
say
we
Frankie-
can go to music. I'm
They
off.
say Frankie. They say Frankie Muniz don't even remember doing that show.
Doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, he's got some kind of condition or something. They said, I guess
Why?
he just don't remember. I don't know. It's insane though. It's like, dude, that show was on for a while, huh?
He don't remember it now.
Well, Walter White was in that show.
Yeah.
That
Speaking of
dude's
bad
always
TV
in his.
dads.
That dude's always in his underwear and everything he's in, bro.
That's
He
so
loves
funny.
being-
Dude,
he
but
loves
You know what's
being in
funny?
his-
I don't know who Walter. I don't know who Walter White is, but when you said that, now I know who Walter White is.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad.
Correct. I know who he is now.
He's
Once you
always in his
said he's always
underwear,
underwear.
dude. Always. Yes. So apparently Haley said that Frankie Muniz had a bunch of strokes, lost his memory,
Oh shit. That's
so he
nuts.
doesn't remember at all doing Malcolm in the Middle.
That's nuts.
So he should go back and watch it. Like, holy shit,
Someone gets him.
that's
a box
insane!
set.
I did like 4 seasons of this show. I don't know how many seasons they did. But I liked it. That was pretty good. I don't remember the theme of that. I know, yeah, dude. Yeah, that 70s show, good
That-
one.
That was a
Good
good
one.
one.
That 70s show is one of my favorite shows. Are you ready for that
Yeah.
90s show, Jason? Because I know you were a big fan of that. 70s
Yeah, I'm
show
gonna
as
watch
well.
that '90s show. Did you ever watch that '80s show?
Yes, because it had Glenn Howerton in it.
Yes.
I thought it was.
Yes.
I made it
decent.
through an episode and a half, probably 6 months ago, and I was just like, "This is not good."
It wasn't great, but it was an interesting concept, but it was not very.
It
I think they
was.
might be able to do it better now. But I think
Well, I
that
think
90s
so.
show might be interesting.
I think so. My thing
Because Red
was,
and Kitty are in it, and Red's one of the best
Right.
TV dads, if not the best TV dad ever.
yeah, if you're going for like
Red
the hard
Foreman.
ass David Dad,
Red Foreman is the man.
Yes.
Those were, except for Danny Masterson, all the shit he did. That's
Yeah,
not
he's
good.
out.
That's not cool, but he's
Fuck
out.
that guy.
Everybody else
He's
is
out.
coming back. Yeah, he's out. He's not part of the clique anymore. But you know, his character, it kind of fits. He ended up in
That's
prison.
true.
You know? He kinda,
That's what they
went
do.
off.
That's how they write him off. They write like Danny Matherson's adult biography as like his story. That's how he gets written off. Yeah, he's in prison. We're
They
done with
should.
him.
Yeah,
They
there
should.
you
They
go.
should just say, yeah, Hyde's in prison. Yeah. Maybe not for what he did in real life, but you know, they should just say Hyde's in prison.
Yeah, he's gone. We're never seeing him again.
Yeah, but I'll still watch old episodes of that 70s show. I have them all on DVD, and it's still
Yeah.
such a show. I get the urge to watch them sometimes. And I'll just sit there and watch the entire seasons through, except for when Eric left, because after that it gets kind of
The last like season and a half.
Yeah, the
was
new
when
guy
it
was
like the
lame.
steady decline. Yeah. Once the new guy came in, it plummeted. But
Yeah.
like the last season with everyone still there, and they were kind of phasing out Eric and phasing out Kelso, it started to decline pretty heavily.
So
Yeah, it's such a great show though. When
It
started.
is.
It
Great
is
show.
such a great show.
Yes, you're right. I'd say Jackass counts.
Yeah, Jackass.
Oh, man, what a
banger! Yeah, oh man, what a banger! Jackass is a good one too. That's true. There's a lot of shows out there that you just forget about, like, and big ones too, like stuff that we just talked about.
Yeah.
Huge shows. Yeah, Kelso and Jackie are together in real life. That's true.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane how stuff works out.
Mhm.
You know, she was like 14 when she got the job for that show, though.
Yeah.
So they're like
Yeah.
making out and shit, and she's like 14. I'm like,
Mm.
still gonna
But
watch
see,
it
like,
'cause
no
the
one-
show's
no one
good,
knew.
but yeah, no one knew. She acted so well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she looks young, but she don't look 14. You know.
Yeah.
oh dang, so you said she was 14 when she teased.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
lied about her age apparently.
Yeah. I think like her family knew and lied. I don't know if she directly lied, but I think whoever was pushing for her to get that role lied
Yeah.
about it. And I think she just kind of rolled with it and it panned out.
I mean,
for
she
her
was perfect for the
extremely
role.
well.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
she was perfect to play the ditzy cheerleader, the bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like she
Yeah.
was perfect for that role.
Yeah,
so.
she really did a good job on that. That's pretty cool.
Last one.
Commish
before we
Commish
can
loved
move
that
on,
show.
is
House.
House.
Commish loved that show.
I
don't
love
really
that
watch
show.
it too
That's
much,
a
but
great intro too.
my father-in-law loves that show too.
It's so
House.
good.
I've never seen it.
Oh man, it's so good.
That guy, he's actually British, though, right? In real life, that dude
Yeah.
that plays him. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's crazy. Their American accents, you'd never fucking know them. They're
Yeah.
British. It's insane.
Uh,
Yeah, I watched a couple episodes. It was pretty good, though.
Oh, yeah, it's really good.
I know. All right, JayWill, you ready?
Ready? Fire them off.
All right,
poll-
hang on
the
hang
poll-
on before we do
The
this.
poll was, "Are you excited for football?" And yes,
Yes,
I'm
we
very
all
excited
are.
for football. I believe the
Hyped.
answers was all yes.
Yeah.
So we have a new
Right.
segment,
Hang
coming
on one
up.
second. Let's see if this is gonna work real quick.
and let's see if it's gonna work for
Hold
you.
tight.
Pretty cool. See if we can get your silhouette working.
His own thing, if it works.
So like, how y'all gonna handle this? Like, I get a sponsor.
All right.
But, like, y'all don't.
That worked. We'll get better with the transitions as we go along.
Yeah,
I just wanted to see if it was gonna work.
Awesome. I appreciate y'all taking that effort to like do something for me to make me feel like I actually have some value to this production.
this is the new segment we'll have. JayWill will be with us every week until football season ends. So it's getting cocky with JayWill. Welcome, JayWill, back to the podcast. Thank you for
appreciate
joining
it
us
so much.
You are here to and real quickly, the new episodes will be coming out now on Fridays because it wouldn't make much sense to come out on Mondays because we're previewing games, and that would not make much sense. So he will be previewing South Carolina and Georgia State to start off with. So JayWill, what you thinking about this weekend?
It's opening week. No one really has an idea of what the other team's going to do. I think the side
familiar head coach.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, the side stories, that's going to be the thing. It's like you've got some people coming in here that, used to be a part of this team. Sean Elliott was the offensive line coach and interim head coach. Didn't pan out for him. He moved on. Jemias Williams, he was on our roster a few years ago in the Will Muschamp years, and now he's also switched sides of the ball. He is a running back for Georgia State, and I mean, he put up a bunch of yards last year. He was averaging like 6 yards a carry last year. So lots of kind of side stories and things like that. Rattler and all the new people coming in. South Carolina's released the depth chart. It's a little hesitant to be excited about on my end. Not a lot of people were where I thought they should be. The wide receivers was the biggest shock. None of the transfers are starting. So for a unit that was our weakest link, it's the same people. But the offensive line, I guess you would throw in that weakest link category as well. But offensive line, that's one of them positions where you just need to get bigger. You need to get stronger. This year, hopefully the head coach will be active 100% of the time. He missed a lot of time last year for health issues, but lots of experience. I mean, a lot of people have played a lot of downs for us, and Georgia State, I mean, obviously this should be a flex for us. It should be, we have more money than you, we have better facilities than you, and we recruit better players than you, and we're going to go out there and we're going to show that we're better than you. And that's
it'll be interesting because we have Arkansas week 2, and Arkansas's got a tough matchup going up against Cincinnati week 1, so they will not have I'm not going to call Georgia State a cupcake game because I don't think it's going to be a cupcake game, but we have an easier game 1 than they do, obviously. So that'll be interesting to see matchup. I
think so.
The week 2 as well.
I got a question for you. 4 touchdown passes for Rattler opening game, more or less.
4 over under on 4. I'm gonna go under. It's a new system. I think we still will focus on running the ball.
If Marshawn Lloyd is saying running like he's supposed to run, then he's going to be hard to bring down.
And that's Rattler throwing the ball. I think Rattler can potentially get 4, but I don't think he's going to get them all through there. I think he might get 1 or 2 on the ground once we get in the red zone. But the way I'm, just gathering information from, what you hear, because obviously I don't get to go watch them practice, but it sounds like they're not really sure who's going to be the number 1 playmaker. Like they don't really know. They think they got a lot of guys they can trust. So I think we're going to be distributing the ball around a lot until someone steps up and says, hey, I'm going to be that guy. You have someone obvious like Jaheim Bell, who's one that you would think, Josh Van. And then it's like, who wants to emerge to be the number 1 running back? We all think it's going to be Lloyd. But we haven't really got to see like what we expect out of him. Yeah, could be Juju. I mean, he's played hard too.
He's fast.
I mean,
shit.
Yeah, he's fast. So, I mean, I expect the wide receivers to really step up this year and, really try and battle it out to be, the number 1 guy. And if they're not the number 1 guy, I expect them to be battling it out just as hard to be the number 2 guy. And that's been my biggest beef with the wide receivers over the last few years is we have a clear-cut number 1, and then the 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on down are so far behind. It's like, why even put them on the field?
Yeah.
Because, when your number 1 guy's getting 7, 8 times more yards than the other guy, it's just ridiculous.
Yeah, they're going to.
Right.
I think we're going to be very run heavy. I don't think we're going to show a lot in the passing game because we have Arkansas next. And I think that plays into the depth chart a little bit. I don't think we want to show too much. I think we want to go out, try to get an early lead, get some people some touches, just run some basic plays, and then take everything we got to Arkansas.
Right. When you go into a game and, it's not one of these ones where you're like, okay, I think if we, do everything right, I think we can pull this out. This is a game that we should go in with. We can fuck up a lot and we'll still be fine. We'll still win this game. The goal is to milk this clock, run the ball heavy, and try and end the game as quick as possible, as long as you get the W. Because like you said, Arkansas is more important than Georgia State.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, but losing to Georgia State is more devastating than losing to Arkansas.
That's true.
So I think you're going to be a little bit more bland, but it's just about getting the W. It doesn't matter how clean it is. You just got to get the W this game. You want the game in, out, and injury free.
Correct. Injury free. There you go. Yeah, you want it injury free for sure.
I agree, Megan. I'm ready to see the new LED lights with Sandstorm as well. It looks fucking
They look
sweet.
good, man, on the
Looks
video
cool.
I saw.
So jump into the score prediction real quick for Georgia State and South Carolina. Everybody give your score prediction. JayWill, it's your segment. You start with the score prediction this week.
I'm going to go. I've thought about it a lot. And honestly, I kind of had us putting up a lot of points. And then when they released the depth chart for the wide receivers, I kind of trailed off
Switched it up a little bit.
It made me feel a little uncomfortable. So I'm going to go 27-21.
Really?
I think it's going to be, I think they're going to score late. I don't think you're ever going to be in doubt.
Okay.
I imagine there'll be a late score to kind of make it look a little bit better, but I imagine most of the game will probably be ahead 2 possessions or so.
I think I'm going to roll with 34-20 South Carolina. So, Jermaine, what you got?
Commish, you got it.
Uh,
He looked like he was about to say it.
38-20.
38-20.
38.
4 points. Look at him just trying to one up me.
No,
Yeah.
we're going
I'm going to go 4 points. You want to write it down? You got your whiteboard?
Oh, where the hell is that thing?
Yeah, we can go back and watch it if we need to.
And I'm telling where that them thing's at. Where is that thing?
What did you do, Richard? I can write them down. I'm going
My
34-20. Commissioner's going 38-20.
JayWill said 27-21, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
27-21.
And I'm gonna go Carolina at home first game against who? Mississippi State.
Georgia State.
Georgia State. Where you been?
little different. All right, so Georgia State. I'm gonna go
Mississippi State.
48-14.
Wow.
Woo! 48-14. So we'll see who gets the closest from next week.
If we go 48-14, I'm changing my predictions going into this year. We'll win a lot more games.
For sure.
Because if our offense can come alive, because I mean Georgia State's not bad. I mean they took
If
Auburn
it's
to the
not at
wire.
least
last year.
35-14, then it's a failure.
No, not Georgia State.
No.
They almost beat Auburn last year. They beat Tennessee, 2 years ago?
Yeah.
At
Is
home.
Bryson Williams a coach on their squad too? Somebody else from South Carolina? I want to say he's somewhere. I don't know if it's.
I know they got a
Travian
lot
Ross
of South Carolina
but
players.
He's now at Tulane.
One second.
Okay, I want to say BAW somewhere. I can't remember. He's somewhere though. I want to say it might be Georgia State. I could be wrong though.
He
I
might
could
be.
wrong on that.
Yeah.
I'll look it up, but I think I could be wrong. Any other big games? I know there's some big games. What other main ones are you looking forward to this weekend?
Oregon, Georgia. Obviously, that's a real obvious one.
Is that in Atlanta?
What?
That's in Atlanta, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
thought you said if that was NFL, and I was like,
No,
I don't think so.
no.
I'm sure there's a lot of NFL talent out there, but they're not in the NFL yet.
No.
That's the obvious one.
Yeah.
But one that I'm gonna tell you that I'm really excited to watch is going to be the NC State at East Carolina.
Yeah.
That's a team with a lot of ambition this year. They think that they might take an ACC crown.
NC State, right?
But
Correct.
they've got a trap ahead of them week one, just like us. I think it's a big trap.
Touchdown.
That ain't no
First
trap for Carolina, man.
Jermaine, I don't like when you hype us up because every score prediction you've made on this podcast has been wrong.
You are. Look, let me tell you something real quick, JayWill. Spencer Rattler is gonna come out there. He's gonna want.
Oh yeah.
Just watch. 48-14.
Well, what's crazy is I'm trying to really reel myself in on Spencer Rattler because when he was at Oklahoma, I was like, he's not Baker, he's not Kyler, he's probably a little bit better arm than Jalen Hurts, but I'm like, he's not as good as they hype him up. And then as soon as he came here, I'm like, shit, first rounder,
best quarterback I've ever seen.
But I'm trying to hype him up. I definitely even though I wasn't considering him like a Kyler Murray or a Baker, I do think he is an elite quarterback. He's maybe not the biggest or anything like that, but he does get the ball out quick. He's pretty accurate. He throws a fucking deep ball very well. He can make it happen if we can protect him. And that's the thing. My thing is I have no doubt in Rattler. I doubt the pieces around Rattler. And I'm not going to say I doubt them, but I have less faith. We'll say that.
Yeah, I'd agree with that.
Well, hopefully they will win. I think they will. And, hopefully comfortably. But, yeah, I'm looking for Oregon. Georgia's going to be a good one. Cincinnati, Arkansas, like I mentioned earlier, I think that's going to be a good game. What is it? We got Notre Dame and Ohio State. Is that that's Notre Dame too? And then you got LSU, Florida State. Sunday, correct? And Monday you got Clemson and Georgia Tech. Yeah. Go Yellow Jackets.
Yes,
that would be amazing.
They're gonna get destroyed, but
yeah, probably so. They're probably gonna get destroyed. And what do you think of the new name of the mascot?
That's the most bland name possible. And I get it, like, hey, the Gamecock, Thomas Sumter, General, whatever. A lot of Clemson fans were like, hey, he owns slaves. And I'm like, great. I'm like, what a great statement. You have buildings named after people that own slaves. So, if you're you can't, point your finger and then be like, oh, wait, don't look over here. But, I mean, to me, the name was just so bland and blah.
It sucks they had to change it in the first place.
Yeah, someone said they should have named it Cluck Norris, and I was like, that's a name. That's a name right there.
Yeah, Cluck Norris.
I will take the General over any of the other names they proposed.
Everybody wanted Cock
Commander. I don't know what they proposed.
It was all terrible.
It was Cock Commander. That was the biggest one.
Yeah.
Cock Commander. Oh, man. But, someone said every time they think of the General, they think of the insurance commercials. And I was like, I do. And that makes me sad.
Well, it went along. When I used to go to games, and when we get in the red zone, they would chant penetrate, cock, stick it in. When they get in the red zone, they used to. Yeah, they don't do that no more. I don't think. So,
no,
they made us change it up a little bit. So.
Yeah. We're just not.
And then we would never stick it in, and we would all go home disappointed. So.
Yeah.
So it just sounds like our teenage years, pretty much.
Yeah, probably so. Yeah. All right, guys. So going from football to this man, so you can tell me what he got arrested, but what for? Jermaine's gonna like this one. It's not drugs.
Not drugs.
Sex crimes.
What'd you say?
Yeah, I guess.
Sex crimes. Okay.
Okay.
What Justin said, I'm gonna love that.
What state do you think he's in?
Alabama.
No. Close.
Florida.
There you go. Always somebody in Florida. If you ever get asked that question, it's always Florida.
That completely changes where I'm going.
Okay, so I won't say his name, but the man, 34 years old, snuck out of his hotel room in Tampa, where his wife was sleeping, to meet a prostitute he had found online. However, when he arrived at the Hyatt Hotel where he had arranged to meet the prostitute, he was arrested by a bunch of police officers. This was on their honeymoon.
Oh, wow. My God.
Yeah, on their honeymoon, dude. Gets arrested for going off the hotel, go meet another hotel, and it's just a bunch of cops. Like, what do you do? Your wife wakes up, like, where the fuck is Jimmy? And Jimmy's in jail now because he was trying to bang some prostitute he met online.
That's
on your honeymoon, man. What the fuck?
That's a better story than I came up with. I was what he beat his sister to death because she found his brother. I mean, I don't know. But then he's Florida, so I knew it wasn't going to be incest.
He was a self-employed business manager from Fort Myers.
Oh, man. Well, he didn't manage that plan very well.
Yo, that is crazy.
Right?
On the honeymoon. That is crazy.
And so they did a sting operation, and a total of 176 men were arrested. And 360 arrests have been made over the past 3 months.
Wow.
Meeting up, soliciting. prostitution. So
Wow.
watch out, Jermaine.
Yeah.
No, right?
Be careful when you meet up with him.
Yeah,
Them dirty
watch out on
hoes.
your
Well, I ain't
honeymoon.
stupid enough to go to the Hyatt. First off,
He's a Hyatt.
first off,
Yeah, some hooker. She can't afford the Hyatt. You should.
she texts me back. She texts me back. Come to the Hyatt. Okay. You believe me?
When you text her back and be like, "You gonna take a Groupon?"
Yeah. You think she stayed? You think she just left his ass in jail and stayed on the honeymoon and just partied with like a bunch of other dudes?
Probably.
Probably not.
Or like went home and left his ass in jail. That's worse.
Yeah.
Just leaving him there in jail and flying back home.
I honestly,
Sorry.
like, I don't know what I would do if I was in either situation, if I was the husband or the wife, because the situation sucks for
Correct.
both.
Yes. Yes.
That's a difficult situation, bro.
That is a
Yeah.
difficult
I mean, like-
situation.
What kind of shame would you have to come home from your honeymoon and be like, "Yeah, guys, my marriage didn't work because I decided."
Yeah, what happened on your honeymoon? How was the honeymoon?
So-
Well, I
Bang
got. Do I have to
hookers.
tell you?
And it was actually the police arresting me.
The honeymoon was going great until I woke up.
Yeah.
And
Crazy, bro.
found out that he was.
I wonder
in jail.
why he did it though. Think about that. Like why? Like what?
I mean,
pussy-
probably because he's an
He's
idiot.
a douchebag.
I don't know.
they had already
Well,
had.
I'm gonna.
What does that matter? He's on his honeymoon.
Yeah.
I mean, because maybe she was just like, no, and he got mad and she fell asleep. He's like, all right, okay, we're in.
Honestly,
I'm getting some night.
I'm gonna show you we're in
I'll
Vegas.
just go in the bathroom, rub one out, and go to sleep.
I'll say this. After I got married, like that night, I was so exhausted. I don't even remember leaving the venue to the hotel. I don't have any memory of
Damn,
it.
you got that drunk?
No, I was completely sober. I was just that tired.
He's like, I was just tired of shit.
I was dead because
I
I
got
mean,
pretty drunk.
From
on my
shagging?
yeah,
Shagging.
From shagging?
no,
bed.
no.
Shagging.
Oh, my bad.
I didn't realize that we were in an Austin Powers movie. Now I'm thinking about that.
Or the Cupid Shuffle? Which one? Shagging?
Electric
Which one?
slide.
Yeah.
You have to choose one, JayWill. Shag or Cupid
I'm
Shuffle?
going with the electric slide. That is by far my
It's
favorite
electric.
I'll tell you that slide.
party wedding song. And actually, that song is about a vibrator. If you didn't know,
Really?
yeah,
Interesting.
yeah, and that's part of the reason why I like it so much.
The
I think
more you know.
I'm just
Is
like,
that
this
real?
person's got a sense of humor. They wrote a song about a vibrator, and everyone dances and claps to it.
Yeah, a whole dance to it. Yeah.
Yeah. And anytime anyone ever says it's electric, I always say boogie woogie woogie. It doesn't matter.
because.
Like they'll be like talking about anything, and they'll talk about
Dude,
cars.
you gotta
and
try
like,
this place. It is electric.
and I'm like, woogie woogie every time.
Like, what the fuck is this wrong with this guy?
What if you said that one day and somebody said, "Oh, okay, you like vibrators, don't you?"
Yeah.
You know too.
Honestly, at that point, I'd be like,
We're
touche.
best friends.
Yeah, we're now friends.
Did we just become best friends?
Yeah.
That is awesome. I didn't know that, Jay. Well, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool. Now I'm trying to think of the lyrics and think like, okay, is it really?
Yeah.
Look,
You
He's
got to
like,
feel it. It's
you
electric.
you gotta feel it.
It's electric.
But you can't hold. No, she said you can't hold it, right? Right?
You
I
gotta hold it.
don't know.
I'm about to look at the lyrics.
I just
What
want to
vibrator
boogie
she
woogie
got?
woogie.
I mean, do you hold yours when you use it, Jordan?
Oh my goodness.
He's sitting on it right now.
Yeah.
So before we get to the joke and everything, we need to pick.
Dude, we still got a whole other topic to go into.
Oh, we still got a whole other topic, but we got to pick before we jump off the football. Final four, your final four for the college football playoff, your prediction for the final, and we need to write these down too. So since you may not have his
man. I don't
motherfucking
even know.
whiteboard,
I didn't even
well,
think about
you
that.
can maybe we'll give you a chance to change it after a couple of games, but for right now, we're gonna need your final four.
I don't even know who's
Alabama.
in the top 25.
All right, I guess Jermaine's starting. Let's write these
Alabama.
down.
Alabama. Alabama, and Alabama.
Alabama, Crimson Tide, the Tide, and Bama.
I'm just joking. Alabama is one of them for sure.
All
So
right,
Alabama
Jermaine's
being-
going Bama.
Unfortunately, I think I'm not
going-
going to pick that. I'm not going.
You going Georgia?
No, because I
Huh?
don't want them to be in there.
All
So
right,
I'm not.
who you
gonna
going? You Bama? Who else?
pick- I'm gonna go Bama. I'm gonna go Ohio State gets in this year. They
Okay,
didn't get
so
in last year, did they?
Ohio State, Bama,
Michigan
probably
got
what?
it right.
Toledo.
Michigan got that ad right. Give me Alabama. Give me Ohio State.
Toledo.
Give me. Here's a good one. Give me Oregon
Okay.
after they beat Georgia week 1.
Oregon. Okay, Bama, Ohio State, Oregon, and
Give me
5 seconds. I'm picking one for you. I'm just kidding.
fuck. Give me Oklahoma.
Oklahoma.
No.
Yeah, I want to take that one out. Not Oklahoma.
Come on, man. I already
It's
wrote it
not
down.
gonna be Oklahoma.
Yeah, man.
Already done. We
Oklahoma,
could do it again
they're a
next
shoe
week.
in. That's gonna be my pick.
But it's got to be people from conferences, right? Like like that's gonna be some of the picks, like the conference champions. So
Yeah.
give
Okay.
me
You think Oklahoma's gonna beat Texas this year?
Texas is supposed to be a little bit better, but Texas ain't making that final.
Bama, Ohio State, Oregon, and do you want Oklahoma?
Pitt.
I think I got mine.
It's tough.
I'm
Who'd you say,
changing mine.
Jermaine?
Are you getting a 4th team or are you leaving Oklahoma?
Let's go. Oklahoma.
Okay.
Okay.
Jason?
Fuck.
All right. I'll even do my first.
Pretty
out
sure
as
everyone's
well.
going to have Bama in there, so I could probably just go ahead and put Bama in everybody's.
It's gonna be Bama, Ohio State, Utah. I'm gonna pick
Utah
I'm gonna
before.
pick. This one's gonna be a shocker to everyone.
Bama, Ohio State, Utah.
NC State.
Oh.
I'm gonna
I
go
like
NC
those.
State. That's gonna be my
I like those.
wild one.
I like
And then
those.
my first out's gonna be Notre Dame.
I like that. I like that one. And Utah, somebody on ESPN already picked them too to go to the Final Four.
Mitch?
Bama, Ohio State, Texas A&M,
Woo.
and Notre Dame.
That Texas A&M pick. That's a sneaky one. That's actually
My pick.
pretty good
I was telling Justin the other day, somebody on ESPN picked them too to get in the
Mhm.
Final Four.
because I mean, even a one loss, they don't make the SEC game, but that's not, still one loss. You
Yeah.
know,
We're going Bama, Ohio
Or-
State, Notre Dame, and Utah.
All right, we'll see.
Oregon. Utah.
So we'll see.
Yeah.
What you got, Kamish? I had to get that out before we got off the football, though. We had to get our Final Four picks.
All right. So our last poll question was kind of our main topic tonight,
Oh, yeah. I didn't fucking...
and it is we had a lot of main topics, but we're gonna throw this in there because screw it. Do you guys believe in conspiracy theories?
Not all of them.
So what are some? I've got
You
a few
wouldn't-
we can talk about, but what are some that you believe in?
The main one, you will never convince me 9/11 was not an inside job.
Okay, Jermaine.
That's all. I was gonna say that one. That's kind of the only one I believe in.
All
that I
right.
can think of. Off the top
I mean,
of
I
my
believe
head.
in like aliens and shit.
Aliens ain't a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, I don't know if that's
mean,
really considered a conspiracy.
Aliens are real, chief.
Yeah, exactly.
JayWill.
It was George Bush, man.
anything really involving the government and
Bill
making
Clinton
money.
and Monica Lewinsky.
So like, I think I'm not gonna say like COVID was like a conspiracy because obviously COVID was real.
Ooh, but hey,
I think like they treated it like almost like a money making scheme. I feel like that kind of conspiracy that people have. The 9/11 thing, I don't buy that, but like aliens,
inside job.
yeah. Aliens.
You guys remember that video of George Bush? But now that happened, he was on the golf course and he was like, did that speech. And he was like, "We got to stop the terrorism. Everyone's got to stop the terrorism." now watch this drive.
Yeah.
He just walks over there and smacks the shit out of the golf ball. Like, what the fuck? Are you serious, dude?
Well, I mean, he wasn't on the plane. Why is he?
I know. Pigeons are government robots.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah, that was one.
I ain't never heard that before.
So I was just looking up
chemtrails, planes, chemtrails.
Yeah, I've got a list. I got a list of them here. But there was an article in a study done. I'm not even going to begin to try to pronounce this university, but it's in Amsterdam. So Jermaine, there you go. There's a connection for you.
Jermaine said, check it out. I must go.
And basically, many conspiracy theories make claims that are factually incorrect, or they are based on fundamentally flawed logic. Unfortunately, believers in these theories are not only more likely to see connections, research shows they're also less likely to have the kind of education or the critical thinking skills necessary to help them see the glaring holes in their wild theories. So I think that is true in some instances of conspiracy theories. So the big one that everybody kind of said was 9/11 being an inside job. I, for the longest time, was one of those. Yes, it definitely was. It's hard to say that it's not, but you have to kind of ask yourself, of everybody that was in the know, because it would have to be a large group of people. Not one person would come forward, or not one person would spill the beans or anything like that. Now, there are definitely parts to 9/11 that doesn't make sense.
You could go on forever.
Do what?
So you could go on with so many coincidences of.
Oh, absolutely.
They say jet fuel don't burn steel.
Well, that was
when you
actually
see the video, you could actually see the explosions on the floor coming out. Like,
well, the jet
it's
fuel,
just crazy shit.
The jet fuel that can't burn steel was proven false. It actually can. They actually did a study on that, so that was a false claim. But there are so many other stuff, like the plane that hit the Pentagon that made a perfectly round hole, and then the FBI showed up within seconds to take the footage. It's something that just doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
So that's a big one that I think has a lot more validity to it than some of these other ones.
Shit. Like it wasn't.
Do it.
Well,
our government sucks. So.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, for sure.
I definitely think that it's not all that it was all laid out to be. You know what I mean?
A lot of things.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's how I think our government is. And I think
we wanted American people to be together again, and it fucking worked.
Yeah.
I think it's just one of them things where like the government thinks we're stupid, and they think
they want us to be stupid. Me and Jermaine have talked about this. I mean, the education in this country, they dumb you down. They want you to work a 9-to-5 job. They don't want you to be successful. You know, they make it very hard to get ahead.
Yeah, I mean, the government is not our friend.
No.
We are.
They care about.
We have a purpose for them, right? And so, and that's kind of my thing. Like 9/11, I definitely think that they're withholding information, and they might have known things and things like that. Inside job, possibly. I haven't researched it enough, but I mean, like, assassinations and all this stuff. Oh yeah, I think all this stuff. They're like, I think they're hiding tons of stuff from us. And
they said the government shot him.
That's a conspiracy theory. Yeah. One of the other ones, one of the big ones that I don't believe in, but people saying the moon landing was a hoax.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I definitely think we landed on the moon. I don't think that was a hoax.
I think so too.
Definitely by now we have, for sure.
I'm with JayWill, man. I think there's so much stuff that Area 51, that'd be a conspiracy theory.
Yeah, Roswell crash cover up. People thinking, that's a possibility because no one knows what the hell goes on in Area 51.
Where Area 51?
Yeah.
Where I have like my biggest doubts is in like a lot of like crime. I think like they train our law enforcement and things like that, get a conviction. Just get a conviction the quickest way possible. Because I'm a big fan of Unsolved Mysteries. It's one of my favorite shows. I should have put it for the theme song, honestly, for that poll.
Yeah, that's a good one.
But like, I see a lot of stuff, and I'm just sitting here, and they like break down a lot of cases, like the Son of Sam murders, and it's like, from the way all these people that witness this, describe it, and talk about where it happened and the time frame, it's like impossible for so and so to act alone, but they're so convinced, and then you'll have people that will own up to stuff, and people will be like, oh yeah, I know he did it, and you'll have witnesses, but they just let it go. And I definitely think the government, just in like our crime and our justice system, I think it's like once you get that conviction, push it, get it through, so we can move on to the next one, because otherwise we're wasting money.
Yes.
Speaking of crime, there's one that I heard the other day that I've never heard before, but that the Zodiac killer was actually, there's a conspiracy that the Zodiac killer was in the Manson family, because it was happening around the same time.
And there's been a lot of theories about who the Zodiac killer was.
Right.
They said somebody was like cracking his code. Didn't we talk about that? Like not long
Yeah,
ago.
Some like random couple in some state
police,
or in some other country or something was like, oh yeah,
you think they'll like ever 100% point to the Zodiac killer?
I doubt it. I mean, he's probably dead at this point.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they'll ever figure out who it actually was.
I've seen Evan Peters playing Dahmer in the new Netflix series.
That looks pretty good.
That looks pretty wild.
Haley mentioned one about birds not being real. That's a big conspiracy theory. I definitely don't believe in that one.
Definitely don't believe in that.
And then the other big one that's been going around, here recently was 5G causes COVID and all this stupid crap with QAnon and COVID. Like, people were locked up in their houses for too long. They were just coming up with some dumb shit.
That kind of plays into. I was talking to a guy at work today, and I was like, I used to think like majority of people were just stupid, but I honestly don't really feel that way anymore, because they're so good at learning just wrong information. They're still learning it. It might not be right, but I think they're just so like gullible and so like easily manipulated.
Yeah, they're just eager to believe something.
Right, and I mean it's like, and I mean
they have to be in control.
Yeah. And so if they believe it, it makes it feel, a little more real to them,
Mm-hmm. Yep. There's a bunch. There's like 13 listed on here. Princess Diana's murder. One from the Satanic Panic, when people were blaming everything in the 80s and early 90s on Satanism. Had all these Satanism experts on TV. That one was interesting. But most of these are just, if you just
There's
take
some
the
wild
time.
ones out there.
Yeah.
Some people like have nothing better to do than just make shit up and like.
And then you get a following, and then that's how all this shit's born.
Yeah, Mark Zuckerberg being a robot. He does look like a robot though.
He does look like a
weird
robot.
As fuck, dude. He looks so weird. His eyes are just always like bugged out. He's like, "Hi, I'm Mark Zuckerberg."
Yeah.
On Facebook.
So
like I work with a guy that's like super into him, and he was talking to me one time about how like you could watch like news reports, and it like you can tell that it's not real people back there, and it sounds kind of to me like the movie They Live. I don't know if y'all have ever seen that. What he was talking about, but like he was like, yeah, when you see them talking and stuff, it almost looks like they're chewing on glass. And I was like, at that point, I'm so blown away by what this guy's saying that I've just kind of lost touch with actually what he's trying to say.
Yeah.
But it was just like about how like these newscasts are just fake, and like you can tell by like just watching their mouths because it looks like people are chewing glass. And I'm like, what does that have to do with fake news? And oh man, but yeah, he's out there with this stuff, and it's like I can't listen to him talk more than like 10 minutes because one, he talks like Boomhauer, and two, it's just so off the wall, and you're just like, I feel like I should have done some drugs before we had this conversation. But
maybe I would have understood it better.
But I've never been a real big conspiracy theory guy. I'm just kind of the government doesn't tell us everything, and they hide everything imaginable, and especially if it involves money, and that's really about it. You know, and then people are just dumb and will believe anything.
Yep.
Anything.
Yeah.
I agree.
Jesus. Well, all right. You have any shout outs or anything? JayWill, thank you again. And like I said, JayWill will be coming back with us every week until football season is over. When the NFL starts, we will all be predicting games each week. See who does best at the end.
Yeah, let's
Keep
start
up with
that
us
next
and
week.
keep up with our fantasy league that we will be starting.
I got one more thing for JayWill before we go.
All right.
He's got some questions for him.
Yeah. So we
On
started
the hot
this
seat.
with Mackenzie, so we're gonna keep this rolling. Just got some rapid fire questions. One you've already answered. You already answered the turtle question the first time you were on, so we'll do that one. Won't do that one. So starting off, what's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal, penguin.
Favorite food?
Yeah.
Pizza.
Favorite color?
Black if I can have black. Green if it can't be black.
Favorite word?
Yeah, we'll just go with fuck.
There you go. That's fine too. The last book you read?
Last book I read. Oh God, my memory doesn't go far that back. Go back that far. See, you even got me so like just out of it right now. I can't even speak because reading's so hard.
Where the red fern grows.
Yeah, it's pretty close, probably. No, probably. I read The Outsiders probably within 10 years. So, yeah, I'll go with The Outsiders.
Last movie you watched?
Last movie I watched was, oh God, it was fucking Wanderlust. Yeah, Wanderlust. I had some assistance there on that one.
What motivates you?
My family mostly, because I'm pretty lazy. I'm kind of content, which is probably like the most unmotivating thing. But I do have drive at work, you know, and that's because I do have a family, which consists of my wife and my 2 dogs and my cat. And so, you know, obviously, you know, they're very important to me, and that's what motivates me. But if it was just me by myself, I would have no motivation.
And last, words to live by.
Words to live by. We can either go with, and these are 2 Out Cold quotes, if you've ever seen the movie Out Cold.
One of the greatest.
Yeah. Everybody Wang Chung tonight, or Carpe the Diem, seize the carp.
Nice.
It's a great movie. Out Cold is one of Zach Galifianakis' first.
Yeah, it's one of his first movies. And also, I looked up the like budget and like the box office for it, and you'd be like, "Oh wow, what a low budget!" And then you're like, "How did this not even make that?"
Yeah, it was such a funny. It's still funny now when I watch it.
Well, I think the problem was it was a PG-13 movie that was trying to compete in the times of like American Pie and things like that, you know?
Yeah, that's true.
And like people just want the more edgy product. I mean, and we've seen that over plenty of years.
Definitely.
Yep. Awesome. All right, Justin, what's the joke? Or Jermaine, what you got?
What you got, Jermaine? You got anything? Shout outs? Anything?
Just social media. Check us out on the social media platforms. I hadn't looked up the locations, but all of them just keep coming out here. All the platforms. That's where I'm at, and ready for football to start. So
damn right.
Football,
Couple days.
Can beat Jason.
Are you?
We will have a lot of shit talking going on.
I'm sure.
So, ooh, that's a bad joke. I don't know if I should do that joke.
Screw it. Just do it.
Do it.
All right, guys. So, what's the hardest part of a vegetable to eat?
The wheelchair.
The wheelchair. Nice. All right, guys. Hey, everybody, have a good one. BluntDads.
Everybody have a great evening. Thanks for coming by.